Well, you know our next guest as the lead vocalist from the 12-time platinum Christian rock band Skillet, and from their many appearances on Fox and Friends during our summer concert series. Now, in his new book, Skillet's John Cooper is rebelling against relativism by standing on the truth of the Word of God. He writes, quote, in the book, "Truth is revealed by God and God alone. The identity you belong to, the color of your skin, your gender, and your economic status cannot be a prerequisite for understanding the truth." John Cooper joins us now. John, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to have you back on the show.
Thanks, Pete. It's so cool to be with you again, buddy.
Always. Congrats on the book. And you talk about relativism. The title of the book is Awake and Alive to Truth, yet we're living in this woke culture. I'd imagine your awake is a lot different than what our culture is preaching right now.
Yes, it's going to be wildly unpopular with a lot of people, I think. Woke culture is a real problem because it is based on principles that are not absolute. And I see that as the biggest problem. That is the biggest crisis happening in 2020. It is not COVID-19, which is also bad, by the way, you may have noticed. But the biggest crisis in our world, not just America, in our world, is this idea that there is no such thing as truth. And when I say that, I don't mean that we are disagreeing on what truth is. The idea is there is no such thing that truth even exists. There's nothing that's black and white. Up is down, down is up, or maybe up is whatever you feel like it is to you, and I can have my own version. That's what relativism basically is. But the Christian must believe that the Word of God stands forever. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And what we're witnessing is an entire culture being ripped apart at the seams because they have nothing to build their lives upon. There's no foundation, and everything changes every single day. And I've seen it in my friends' lives. It's the reason that some people are walking out on their wife and kids. They say, I just feel like I'm supposed to. I feel like it's the right thing to do. It's the reason that suicide rates have risen. You know, suicide rates have risen 40% in the last 18 years, and they're skyrocketing right now with young people. Young people are being raised in this just crazy chaos. But Jesus offers a path out of the chaos because it is the truth of the Word of God that never changes.
You're so right. You know, you talk about the chaos, the violence, the confusion, the anxiety of our moment only exacerbates the shifting sands that we're trying to relate to within relativism. Where can folks check out the book? It's Awake and Alive to Truth, available now.
The only place you can get it is my website, johnlcooper.com. It's johnlcooper.com/awake if you want to go straight to the book. I had to self-publish it on my own because I think it was a little too raw, but it's time to say things that are true. We live in such a PC culture, and people don't want to, you know, they don't want to offend anybody, and they don't want to say something that's going to hurt somebody, but it's unloving to not share the answers. And
Absolutely.
I think that, you know, we see it in every facet of our lives right now. We are seeing what that looks like. And I feel bad for young people who are being raised in a culture where the only way they can know the right thing to do, apparently, is to go on social media and find out what is okay to say this week, what is not okay to say this week, what is justice, what is injustice. It changes every week for these kids, and it is unloving to not share the truth with these young people.
Well said. The book is Awake and Alive to Truth. John Cooper, thank you so much. Congrats on the book. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. It's so great to see you again, brother. Merry Christmas.
Great to see you. Merry Christmas indeed.